How to build your network, meet successful people. Hey, have you wanted to build your network? You want to be hanging out with people who are really making things happen, who are really accomplishing things so that you could be motivated and motivate them too? Well, great, you've come to the right video and we're starting right now. Hey, I'm JR Fisher. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe below. Hit that big subscribe button, and next to it there's a bell. You got to ring the bell, turn on all bell notifications so that you become part of the Fisher family, the VIP group that gets notified every single time I do one of these videos. You'll be in front of the line, which is a pretty cool spot to be. If you're new to my channel, I'm JR Fisher. Been selling online since 2009, sold millions of dollars of both digital and physical products. And on this channel, which is really your channel, I share with you those tips, tricks, and techniques that have made me money. I also share with you those things that don't work, so you don't do those things. It saves you time, money, and hassle. Now in this video we're going to talk about networking. Networking kind of got a bad name years ago because it had a lot to do with multi-level stuff, and I'm not cutting down that industry. That's just not for me. That's not my thing. Multi-level was like you're trying to sell your friends and your family and you're networking, and they're talking about how you're gonna make all this money, you know, you buy from me and then you get somebody else to buy from you, and that's kind of what people thought of networking. And networking in business is really not like that. Networking in business is basically surrounding yourself with successful people who are going to keep you motivated, who are going to make you accountable, and who you can also help. And I think that's the biggest thing right there, is too many people want to network so that they can get a whole bunch of successful people around them, but they're not contributing. If they don't contribute, then of course these people aren't going to want to be around you. So what I'd like to do is I want to go through a few steps of things that you need to do to get really super successful people to want to hang out with you. Number one, this is the big one. This is the big one that's going to get you started, that's going to cause you to fail if you don't do it, and that is be somebody that they would want to hang out with. Simple. Be somebody who other people would want to hang out with. Now this is a multifaceted thing, because it's not just you know, being a cool person or being good looking or any of that. It's what kind of quality person are you? You know, people judge you based on your actions every day. Are you the kind of person that talks about everybody else behind their back? Because if you're doing that and you're talking to somebody and you're sharing this gossip or whatever it is, they know that you're going to do the same thing to them. And whatever talk you're talking, if it's negative, they know you're going to talk negative about it. If it's positive, they're also going to know you talk positive about people. So the first step is be somebody who they want to hang out with. So if you want to have really super successful people want to be around you, guess what you have to be? A really super successful person. So a lot of people think, well, I just need to get some mentors, people who are very successful, who will tell me what to do, and then I can be successful too. And that's not the way to go about it. The way to go about it is the first thing you need to do is work on yourself and accomplish some things, do some things that are noteworthy, you know, accomplish some things, make some money, accomplish something physical, write a book, do something that other people are going to look at and say, gee, I want to hang out with that person. That's a cool person to want to be with. And that is the easiest way to really hang out with cool people, because you will attract them. They will see who you are and they'll say, that's the kind of person that I want to hang out with. Are you kind to people? Are you kind to animals? Do you care about other people's lives? You know, are you nice to people? I mean, are you just kind to people? Okay, if you're kind, that goes a long way. If you're always complaining and bitching and moaning and telling people, you know, why things didn't work out and how bad your boss is or your wife is or your kids are, that's you, that's on you, and you're never going to attract a nice circle of people. Now number two, let's talk about how to go about it. You can meet really cool people through other really cool people. Okay, so once you've met a couple people, you can also say, do you know anybody else who is really into, I don't know, SEO or building websites or whatever that you think is really good at it? I would love to meet them if you would introduce me. So one of the easiest ways to do this is to ask other people if they know other people, and to also offer to match them up with people that would help them out in life. So if I meet somebody and they're working on building websites, and I know some people that need some websites built, I may say, hey, you may want to talk to Joe over here, he needs some help on stuff, and I can connect those people a little bit. I'm going to help them out also, which comes to number three, help other people. Help other people. Now I don't mean help other people and see how much money you can make off them. I don't mean that at all. I mean, if you've got an expertise or a talent and somebody needs that, offer your help for free. Yes, for free. That means, yeah, you don't charge them. You don't do that. Okay, offer for free. Now, can you help everybody that comes along for free all the time? Of course not. But that doesn't mean that you get off with never helping anybody. You've got to help some people along the way. And I've got a lot of friends along the way that, you know, I've helped for years and they haven't really helped me out. They haven't done anything for me. But you know what? I don't expect it. I don't expect them to. If they want to do that, they will. If they want to introduce me to somebody, they can. But bottom line is, I feel like if I've given back a little bit to some people along the way and I've helped them out, that's going to make me a better person. And in doing so, I've met a lot of other really cool people because they've said, hey, I heard you help Nate or John or Pete or Bob or whoever it was, and yeah, I want to talk to you about whatever business deal. I want to talk to you about a collaboration, whatever. Put that out there. I know I get emails now on a daily basis about collaborations because they see one of my videos on YouTube and they go, hey, I'd like to collaborate with you. Now right now I don't have a lot of time to do that. I probably will on down the road, but bottom line is it's all because they see I'm helping others for free and they say, well, that's the kind of person I want to hang out with. Number 4, ask others what they feel they need. So when I meet somebody, I don't just say, hey, can you do this for me? Can you hook me up with this person? Can you give me this advice? I say, what do you need? What are you working on? What can I help you out with? I may know somebody that could help you. So the first thing I'm going to do is offer help to somebody else. A lot of people don't want to offer that. You got to ask them what they need. What do you need? What can I do to make your life better? That's number 4. Number 5, really important, really important. Number 5, are you ready for this? Don't take up so much of their time. Don't do that. Don't gobble up their time. If you do that, if you meet some people who are successful and do well and they're kind enough to give you some of their time, don't abuse it. Okay, don't abuse it. Don't stay on the phone for 2 hours asking them more and more questions. Say, I just have 2 or 3 things I'd like to ask you real quick. I really appreciate you taking time out, and get those things answered and say, I know you're a busy person, let me let you go. If you do that, it shows respect for their time, and they're not going to think the next time that you contact them that you're going to be on there forever, and they're going to want to avoid you if you do that. Okay, so make sure you respect their time. Don't take too much of their time. Number 6, this is huge. This drives me crazy. Let the other person speak. Let the other person speak. Okay, so many times people will tell me their problems and all their issues and what's going on and what they need help with and what they've done, but they never let me say a word. And I'm sitting there going, well, I could help you with that if you'd stop talking, if you just stop it. Okay, I could probably help you. And I don't say that, but that's what I'm thinking. What I do is I kind of store that away and I go, I know I can't help that person because they know it all. They have all the reasons why they can't. They have all the reasons why it's failed, and all they want to do is talk about their problems. I can't help them. So I will give up on those people because they won't let the other person talk. Number 7, achieve and present a success story. You got to do that. Okay, you got to achieve something. You got to do something. And you go, well, I haven't done anything. Well, I'm going to say, well, go do something then. If it's write a book, if it's write an article, if it's sell a whole bunch of widgets, if it's do counseling with kids or help animals or whatever it is, do something noteworthy and then let them know you did it. Okay, don't brag, but let them know you did it. That way they know a little bit about you and they're going to be more likely to want to network with you and help you out. Number 8, find a reason to follow up. If you like who you've talked to and you want to spend some more time with them, you may say to them, hey, I would like to help you out with this situation you got here with your website, and if you don't mind, I'll get back with you in about 60 days, see how it worked out for you. Is that okay? And they're going to say, sure, yeah, no, you helped me out, it'd be great. And what you're doing is you're actually saying my advice is worth value, and I know it's worth value, or I wouldn't be contacting you in 60 days to see how well it worked out for you. So that sets up a really good precedent, and it also kind of puts in their minds that they're going to have to work on this thing because you're going to check with them. So it'll actually help them be more successful because it puts expectations on them. Number 9, always say thank you. Always say thank you. Now, it doesn't matter to me if I'm helping somebody or they're helping me. I'm still going to say thank you. If I help somebody out for an hour and a half on how to do videos on their YouTube channel, at the end I'm going to say, hey, thanks for letting me help you out. Okay, and they're going to, oh, no, thank you, you helped me out. But the point is, we respect that. Okay, we respect when somebody says thank you to us. It's a big thing. The 2 things that people have a hard time with is thank you and I'm sorry. Okay, those are the 2 biggest things. They cost us nothing. They cost us 0. So many people can never say they're sorry. It's like giving up their soul or something. Even if you don't think you're wrong, say I'm sorry. Don't follow up with I'm sorry you felt that way. Don't do that because then it takes it right back away. Just say I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry. It's not hard to do. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Not hard to do. These are two things that can really help you build your network, I promise. Number 10 is kind of a bonus, and number 10 is be aware of your online presence. Be aware of your online presence. If you want people to like you, if you want people to hang out with you, if you want people to help you, and you want to build this network, don't be a jerk online. Okay, don't be a jerk. Just don't be a jerk. Okay, so many people online, and it's horrible, I guess, because everybody has a voice now. Everybody can, you know, spout out whatever's in their mind. They can put it online, and you've got to understand that there's people that don't agree with you. They just don't agree with you. And when you spout out this stuff, and I've seen this happen with family members, I've had it happen with my family members, but they put just awful political views online. An awful political view is, bleep this out, Billy. An awful political view is whatever the other person doesn't agree with. That's what an awful political view is. Now, I have my political views. Probably not too many people know anything about it unless they know me really close, because I'm not trying to change anybody's political view. I'm just not. I don't think you can. I think all you do is upset people and you make them mad when you say something that's just opposite of what they had to say. Now, if you have an inclination to do this and you're starting to do this, you're going to have haters that are going to say stuff to you, and you're going to go back and forth with them, and you're setting up this online presence that's awful. That's just awful. People who decide to network with you are going to look online and see what your online presence is, and if it's that of an angry person, if it's that of somebody who argues with people, who spouts a bunch of political views, who, you know, spouts a bunch of different religious views and against all these different things, they're not going to want to hang out with you. I promise you, they're not going to want to hang out with you. Okay, try to be kind, and I said that in the beginning. Just be kind, be nice. Okay, respect that other people may not agree with you. That doesn't mean that they're bad people. They just don't agree with you, and that's okay. I think social media is the worst place to put your opinions of just about anything. Okay, I really do. So when you're posting online, understand you're building that personality online that people are going to go back and look at, and the more they look at it, the more stuff you have in there that's good, the more they're going to feel like hanging out with you. And if you have negative stuff, the opposite occurs. They're not going to want to hang out with you. You're not going to build a circle of friends. So understand you're building your life resume online. We're going to call it a life resume online as you post online. Please be aware of that. Now, I really appreciate you watching this video. If you like it and you feel like you got value, hit that subscribe button below there. Hit that subscribe button and turn on all bell notifications. If you turn on all bell notifications, you become part of the Fisher Family VIP group that gets notified every single time I do a video. Every single time I go live, you'll be notified. You'll be in front of the line. Pretty cool position to be in. Now, don't forget also, I have a $97 course below. All you have to do is click the link and learn. No credit card required. Pretty cool deal. Thank you so much for watching this video. Put your comments below, questions below, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click that little bell right there so you can be notified every time I do a new video. Also, click on one of those videos there. Keep watching on my channel.